Why, hello, and welcome to another episode of First Chances with Chance. And in today's episode, we're going to be talking about pets and the first times that I've had pets. So, what are we waiting for? Let's get started. Um, so the first times that I would have had pets is, well, the, um, the first time that my first pet was actually a dog named Yoda, which was a pit bull. We had evidently had a couple cats in Maryland as well when we lived up there. I moved down here when I was 3, so yeah. The pit bull passed from some type of cancer. I forget which kind. Um, but the cats that we had, I think, like ran away because yeah, like cats live to be quite like yeah. And then when we moved down here, we ended up having a like our neighbor's cat kept coming over, so I guess they ended up just giving her to us. Um, but yeah, we literally would like she would literally go and dig underneath our fence that would come like separate our lawn from their lawn, and she would literally dig underneath the fence and come over to us and get attention, which was very weird. Like, honey, it's your cat. Give your cat attention. But Yoda would always play in the like would love clothes and running in the snow, like bobbing up and down with the snow. It was I remember the only thing I really remember from before we moved down here with Yoda is me playing with in the snow with him. That's pretty much it. But yeah. Um Can't put the water on the arm of the chair because with my luck I'd knock it over and break it. So yeah. Um yeah, like see, I am already putting my hand on the arm of the chair. So that chair would be knocked over. The chair would have knocked over. Um the not the chair, the cup. Because I have a different Starbucks cup almost every episode. So yeah. And that is like you guys could see it if you guys watch the YouTube portion of it. But if you guys are listening, I have a studded Starbucks cup with me. It's one of the smaller ones, not the large one, or venti, because it's not grande. I don't know. I don't work at Starbucks, so I wouldn't know the sizing. But yeah, our first cat. Well, I guess I don't know. Um, was used to be our neighbors, so we ended up taking care of her, and then she ended up bringing a stray cat in. She used to eat all of her food all at once and then go outside and feed this little cat that we used to that we ended up taking in. Like, Miss Piggy is what we named the cat. um she ended up bringing a little cat in and taking care of her. Like, she would go outside, throw up, and it was around my mom's first back surgery, or was it, I don't know if it was her back surgery or her neck surgery, that she ended up hearing a little meow, meow, and it was underneath the desk in the dining room or the china cabinet, one of them, that we ended up hearing a little cat and my mom ended up bringing a little cat, like finding her, and we ended up naming her Spaz. But yeah, Miss B used to literally go outside and throw up all of the food just to feed the little cat, the little kitten. Like, it was so adorable. And then and we ended up getting a Lab Shepherd mix. It was I think for my dad's birthday, that we ended up going to Peggy Adams and finding the Lab Shepherd mix. Sorry, it's supposed to rain today, but it hasn't been raining at all. And it says that it's supposed to be 100% at 1 o'clock, and it's already almost 1 o'clock. And the freaking bank is also giving me problems because well, not problems, but evidently they send out my new card around the 12th of this month. Well, when I'm filming this, it would still be June, but right now it's Thursday the 30th, and I'm hoping that I get my new card in today, because I have bills to pay tomorrow. Like, hello? Like, if not, I have to go to the bank and have them print out a new card for me, because this is bullshit. BS. But yeah, now back to the pets. We ended up getting Buttercup, not Buttercup, that's my latest dog. Just putting out more balm. Yes, it's a liquid balm. But we ended up playing with the dog in the playpen. Me and my mom were playing the dog at the playpen. She ended up calling my dad to come, and the dog literally ran right up to him, and that was the end of the story. Because we ended up getting her, we ended up naming her Pepper, because she didn't answer anything other than Pepper. Like, she literally looked up and got all excited when my dad brought up the name Pepper. But right now I'm just waiting for the mailman, the postman to come. That way I can hopefully get my new card, because I don't want to have my mom drive me to the bank. Because, yeah. But then we ended up having Pepper for about 10 years, and then we ended up having to put her down because her hips started bothering her, and she just wasn't walking as much anymore, and you could definitely feel the energy of her being in pain. So we ended up having a hospice for pets come out to euthanize her, which is super sad. I know, we all cried. And we ended up having her in the backyard. So yeah, definitely means that we're not getting rid of this house. So yeah, because that would be funny. Somebody goes and tries planting a tree in the back, and if we end up selling it, and they end up finding dog bones in the backyard. I mean, it wouldn't be funny, but in a way it would be funny. But let's go ahead and take our first break. I'm definitely going to bring up the benefits of having pets for an article, because there's definitely a lot of benefits. But definitely I'm not finished with all of my pets that we've had. So yeah, this is definitely an emotional episode. So yeah, because if you guys have had pets, then you guys know the emotional roller coaster of having pets. So we'll be right back. Okay, so now that I'm back, so we definitely still have, like, Pepper's still buried in the backyard. We also have had another cat besides, like, after Miss Piggy died. I think she died of she died of something. I just don't remember what it was. Like, I wasn't there at the animal shelter or the animal clinic that they took her to. But my mom ended up letting me know that she had passed, and yeah. Um, then we had, after she passed, we ended up finding, like, during the rain, we ended up hearing, me and my mom both heard a cat meowing, and she was underneath our mango tree in the front yard. That, like, we both heard, and, like, she was just sitting there meowing. It's like we like to say that we have an invisible all strays welcome sign in our front yard, because a lot of pets like to come, um, like, find their way to our lawn, like our house. Like, one time a dog got out during a hurricane and just, like, ran to our house, like, out of nowhere. It was the weirdest thing ever. But yeah, we ended up bringing the cat into the backyard and cutting out a hole in a container, like one of the bigger box containers with the lid on it. That way she'd be able to go in and, like, stay dry. We ended up taking her in. We named her Boot because it looked like she had little white boots on her paws. It was so adorable. She passed of kidney disease, I think it was, or something. Um, and of course, her attitude was the same attitude as the cat from the Hunger Games or Catching Fire, when Katniss went back to the back to District 12. It was the saddest thing ever, because I was sitting there and it literally just made me think, like, we had just had Boots pass away, and I was sitting there and me and my mom both started tearing up. I was literally tearing up for the rest of the movie, and, like, even until we almost got home, it was really emotional. We with Pepper, we brought in another cat after, like, because we had a litter of kittens that was supposed to be taken by my mom's friend, and Pepper just came up and picked this black cat up and walked into the other room with him, and that was it. Like, Pepper practically raised this little kitten before she passed, and we still have him. So yeah. Boots, literally, like, Little Man is the name that we named the kitten. And he used to literally antagonize Boots and Spaz. It was, yeah. But that's pretty much been it for the pets that we've had. Boots and Spaz, not Boots and Spaz, Little Man and Spaz. Spaz is, like, almost 15. I think she might be 15. But she's definitely a cranky cat now. And Little Man still antagonizes her, but it is what it is. And then we brought it after we, like, a year. No, like, so we put Pepper down, like, previously during that year. And then we ended up getting another dog for Christmas. Like, our truck just took us to Piggy Adams. Like, they had a pop-up shop at um, downtown, and we, like, I guess my parents saw the dogs and everything, and this dog just walked up to them and sat in their lap. So it was practically like a dog chose my parents, chose my family, and yeah, we ended up getting her for Christmas, like I said, and naming her Buttercup. We still have her. She's almost 4, maybe 5, I think. But yeah, let's go ahead and pull up this article that I was talking about. Yeah, it says light rain for the next hour, but yet there's no rain in my area. Like, the heck? But yeah, that's pretty much it for the pets that I've had. Well, it is it for the pets that I've had. Like, we still have Buttercup. How to stay healthy around pets. Healthy pets, healthy people. How to stay healthy around pets. Understand the risks and benefits of pets. This is quite a long article, but this is going to be the only article. There are many health benefits of owning a pet. They can increase opportunities to exercise, get outside, and socialize. Regular walking or playing with pets can decrease blood pressure, cholesterol levels, and triglyceride levels. Pets can help manage loneliness and depression by giving us companionship, which also they literally train dogs and other animals to be what are they called? Service animals. So yeah, because a lot of them help with mental disorders and a lot of the other stuff too. So yeah, especially autism. Like, and like, if you have an allergic reaction, if you have diabetes, heart attack, like, dogs can sense a heart attack and alert you. They literally are trained for a lot of stuff. So, especially dogs. Like, dogs are the prominent animal that is trained to be a service animal. So yeah. Many households in the United States have at least one pet. Studies have shown that the bond between people and their pets is linked to several health benefits, including decreased blood pressure, cholesterol levels, triglyceride levels, feelings of loneliness, anxiety, and symptoms of PTSD. Increased opportunities for exercise and outdoor activities, better cognitive function in older adults, and more opportunities to socialize. All very true. However, pets can sometimes carry harmful germs that can make us sick even when the pet appears healthy. The diseases people get from animals are called... Why am I yawning so much? Zoonotic diseases. But before I get into that, let's go ahead and take a quick break and be right back, because I'm hoping to finish the article when I get back from the break. So now that I'm back, we could go ahead and get into some tips to help you and your family stay healthy while enjoying pets. Pick the right pet. Before adopting a new pet, make sure that it is the right one for you and your family. Do some research beforehand about the specific needs of the animal. Ask yourself these questions before getting a pet. How long will this pet live? What does the pet eat? How much exercise does the pet need? How large will it become? How much will veterinary care cost? Do I have enough time to properly care for and clean up after the pet? What type of habitat does this pet need to be healthy? What type of exercise does this pet need? Are pets allowed in my house, apartment, or condominium? Are there young children, older people, or people with weak immune systems who will care for or be around the pet? Some people are at higher risk for diseases animals can carry. Children younger than 5 years old, people with weakened immune systems, and people 65 years of age and older are more likely to get diseases spread between animals and people, also known as zoonotic diseases. Pregnant women are also at a higher risk for certain animal related diseases. Before getting a new pet, keep the following in mind. Households with children younger than 5 years old should not have pet reptiles, turtles, lizards, and snakes, amphibians, frogs, or toads, or backyard poultry because the risk of serious illness from harmful germs spread between these animals and young children. People with weakened immune systems should take extra precautions when choosing and handling pets. Talk to your veterinarian for help picking the best pet. Pregnant women should avoid adopting a new cat or handling stray cats, especially kittens. Cats can carry a parasite that causes toxoplasmosis, a disease that can cause birth defects. If you are pregnant, you do not need to give up your current cat, but you should avoid handling cat litter. Pregnant women should avoid contact with pet rodents to prevent exposure to lymphocytic cariomeningitis virus, which can cause birth defects. If you're pregnant and have a pet rodent, avoid direct contact and have someone else clean its habitat. Ways to stay healthy around pets. Wash your hands. Whether you are playing with, feeding, or cleaning up after your pet, it is important to wash your hands to help reduce the risk of getting sick from germs pets can carry. If you or a family member are concerned about illness, talk to a doctor and mention the animals you've had contact with recently. Always wash hands after touching or playing with your pet, after feeding your pet or handling pet food. Avoid handling pet habitats or equipment, cages, tanks, toys, food and water dishes, etc. After cleaning up after pets, after leaving areas where animals live, coops, barns, stalls, etc. Even if you did not touch an animal, before eating and drinking, before preparing food or drinks, after removing soiled clothes or shoes. Running water and soap are best for hand washing, but you can use hand sanitizer until running water and soap are available. Adults should always assist young children with hand washing. Keep your pet healthy. Whether you have a dog, cat, horse, parakeet, gerbil, bearded dragon, or other fun pets, providing regular, lifelong veterinary care is important for keeping your pet and family healthy. Regular veterinary visits are essential to good pet health. Talk to your pet veterinarian about how to keep your pet healthy. Provide your pet with a good diet, fresh water, clean bedding, and plenty of exercise. Keep up with your pet vaccines, deworming, and flea and tick control. Some pets can carry ticks that can spread serious diseases like Lyme disease and Rocky Mountain spotted fever to people. In areas with plague, including some rural areas in the western U.S., fleas can be a risk to both animals and their owners. By keeping your pet healthy, you help to keep yourself and your family healthy. Contact your veterinarian if you have any questions about your pet's health or if you think your pet may be sick. Practice good pet hygiene. In addition to hand washing, practicing good pet hygiene can help prevent the spread of germs between pets and people. Keep pets and their supplies out of the kitchen and disinfect pet habitats and supplies outside the house when possible. Never clean supplies in the kitchen sink, food preparation areas, or the bathroom sink. Pets can contaminate surfaces in your home with germs. You don't have to touch pets to get sick from their germs. Always remove your dog's feces from your yard and public places by using a bag and dispose of it in proper areas. Dog and cat poop can contain parasites and germs that can be harmful to people. Keep children away from areas that might contain dog or cat poop to prevent them from getting roundworms or hookworms. Cover sandboxes so cats don't use them as a litter box. Clean the cat's litter box daily to lower the chances of exposure to harmful parasites. Remember, pregnant women should avoid changing a cat's litter box if possible. Teach children how to interact with animals. Pets can teach children compassion and responsibility. However, children younger than 5 years old should be supervised while interacting with animals to ensure the safety of the child and the pet. Teach children to wash their hands right after playing with animals or anything in the animal's environment, cages, beds, food, or water dishes. Don't let children kiss pets and put their hands or other objects in their mouths after handling animals. Adults should supervise and be extra cautious when children younger than 5 years old have direct contact with farm animals, including animals at petting zoos and fairs. Keep wildlife wild. Although they may look cute and cuddly, avoid touching wild animals to reduce the risk of illness and injury. Don't encourage wild animals such as raccoons, prairie dogs, or wild rodents to come into your home by feeding them. You might find a young animal that appears to be abandoned and want to rescue it, but often its parent is close by. If you are concerned about the safety of a wild animal, contact a local wildlife rehabilitation facility. So that is it for the article, and time to do the outro. So I hope you guys have been listening from the beginning. And if you guys are listening on Apple Podcasts, please be sure to rate and leave a description in the section below. And if you guys are listening to the YouTube portion, please be sure to like. That way it gets out to more people as well. And if you guys want to share your stories, please be sure to text or leave a voicemail to 561-320-7085. DM First Chances with Chance on Instagram. Or if you guys are watching the YouTube portion, comment down below. Again, if you guys would like to leave your story, text or leave a voicemail to 561-320-7085. DM First Chances with Chance on Instagram. Or if you guys are listening to or watching the podcast on YouTube, comment down below. Bye guys, love you.